Hello everybody, my name's Atley. Welcome back to my Satisfactory Let's Play episode 4. In the previous episode we built a basic coal-powered system that is operating at 600 megawatts production. There's capacity, or there's scope for me to upgrade that and expand that capacity, but I need to unlock some things first. I'm probably not going to be doing much of that in this episode. I thought we need to do something different, and I'm going to explain. So on the research lab, on the MAM, there are hard drives, and I haven't found any of these yet. There are also 4 other types of product. So I've unlocked alien organisms, nutrients as in plants, the slugs for overclocking, and then we've got some other stuff to still unlock yet, plus hard drives. Hard drives are the most important thing that I'm after, so we're going to go hard drive hunting. I know roughly where they are because I've played this area before, but we're going to go running around looking for hard drive. We probably won't build anything on the factory today. This will probably be an exploration only episode, but yeah, I just wanted to start by saying, yeah, we've got stable power production well within, yeah, we've got plenty of headroom to allow us to grow the factory a bit more. But before doing that, I need to unlock some hard drives. Why do I need hard drives? Well, simply at the minute, if I come to a constructor, like for screws, there's one recipe, standard recipe for screws. In this game, there are alternate recipes. So although this recipe takes rods to make screws at a certain rate, 15 rods to make 60 screws per minute, there are other recipes that either use different input items or run at a different ratio and give you beneficial, or situational really. They're not always better, but they give you they give you different options for the recipes that you want to run. And I want to build, the next big build I'm planning is a proper iron factory from these 2 iron nodes. But in order to do that, I need some alternate recipes, because I don't really want to build it with the standard recipes. When you unlock alternates, you then want to end up probably redesigning part of your factory. And I'd rather just build it once the right way for my tier. So I'm going to run around. I have a vague idea where some of these are, but I'm going to run around and basically collect up some alternate recipes. Or some hard drives, and then while we're out, we'll also look for the other 4 materials that we haven't yet unlocked. I'm almost certainly going to run into lots of monsters doing this, so let's get equipped. And then this is a large bowl. You can see I've just run down from my base. This is a large bowl as a spitter. Let's sort him out. There's limestone nodes down here in this basin. It's also not a bad area to build maybe the permanent home for my space elevator. And then, for instance, here there's a yellow slug. Now I haven't picked one of these up yet, so I know this is something that I want to unlock in the MAM, so I can now use that yellow slug to unlock something that previously I had locked. I know roughly where there are some hard drives, I think. I'm not going to go mad on picking up lots of vegetation because I don't want to fill up my pack slots. But we are going to look around for where I think the hard drives are. Creature, what's that? He was a bit fiddly. So I'll probably time-lapse bits of me just running around here. I wasn't sure about doing this, whether this is the sort of thing that I should do on the stream, but I think it is important to do it on the stream. And the simple reason for that is it's entirely possible to cheat this stuff if you choose to. I choose not to, but that's my choice. But you can save edit this game to get these things that I'm running around to collect. You can just save edit them. And I did that, but, you know, full disclosure, I did that on my previous save. And then I regretted it because it felt like I'd cheated too much. Let's take this thing out. Is there anything else? So, we just got rid of... Hang on, there's another one. My health is a little bit precarious there. What's my third slot? I'll stick the barrel nuts and I'll eat a few. So this is a crashed landing pod. So we survived our landing. Somebody else presumably didn't. So this pod has things on the ground, like here, circuit boards. Now I can't make these yet, circuit boards. They're a future thing. There's also copper wire. Yes, I can make that. So you pick up whatever you can from the floor on these. And some of what you pick up off the floor is quite valuable stuff. Here, there's more circuit boards. If I stuck those circuit boards in the awesome sink, I would get a lot of points for them because they're very high grade items compared to what I can build so far. But more importantly, there's this drop pod. And if you put the correct input, in this case screws, into a drop pod, open a door, you can now pick up a hard drive.
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
And Ada, bless her, has just explained what I tried explaining earlier. So I've now got a hard drive. It takes 10 minutes, I think, to scan them. And you need as many as you can get, basically. Yeah, 10 minutes. So I've just built a MAM here. I can now destruct it because magically the one at my base will continue researching that device that I just put in there. The MAM is more an interface to the system rather than the actual research device in a way. Certainly that's the way the game works anyway. And that will give me an alternate recipe when it's unlocked in 10 minutes. I'll build another MAM, see what it is. But let's go and try and find another hard drive. But you get the idea now. And this isn't building, right? I'm running around the map and I'm doing exploration. I've chosen to do it on cam, partly because then you guys know I'm not cheating. And I don't want to cheat on this save. I'm not going to use a save editor on this save. But also because this is a building game, but it's also an exploration game. And I think running around signposting it as an exploration episode, you can choose to watch it or not. It's up to you. It's up to your preference. I'm just avoiding that stinky cloud for a minute. I'll come this way to our oil plant. The only thing I did before I started the recording is I've kind of put some concrete legs down of sorts just to make it look like my oil rig platform is self-supporting-ish. And coloured the pipes blue to match the water that's flowing through them. And here slightly tidied up the sort of line of these things. So I've now got all of my pipe work is blue and it looks a little bit neater. That's just a coincidence that I've run past there because I happen to know that behind that one there's another crashed pod somewhere here. I didn't pick it up when I was building. I wanted to save it for this episode, but somewhere here we go. There's one spitter on it. At least one that I can see. This weapon is so much better than that starter weapon we had initially. So what have we got here then? So more copper wire. Always pick up everything on the floor. Motors, again, something I can't make yet. Now I'm not going to put them in the awesome sink because I may need them to unlock other hard drives. So I'm going to keep, basically, I'm a bit of a pack rat anyway, to be honest, in every game I play. I'm not gonna use things that I can't manufacture to boost my awesome sink for tokens. I'm going to be more patient than that. But this one, for example, doesn't need screws or anything. It needs power. So I need to provide 40 megawatts of power. That means I haven't got, let's just put it down on here. I haven't got a specific power tab, have I? That means 2 biomass burners because they produce 30 each. And because it's 2, I'll need to cable them up. And that's now connected both of those through a pole into this thing. I just need to then give them some fuel. And both need fuel because it'll consume more than 30. That's now producing 60, which means I should be able to open this now. It's operational. It's another hard drive. Thank you very much. And then delete that lot. Double check that there's no goods on the floor that I've left. And move on to the next one. I also need to keep my eye out for, and I don't know where this stuff is, for the other minerals and so on. So I have an idea where one of them is, as a last resort if I don't find any. I am also going to collect, even though I don't necessarily need to, I'm going to kill as much of this stuff as I can because I can make DNA capsules, which gives tokens now. So there's now a purpose to killing these since update 7. I can see a slug. I want as many slugs as I can get on this exploration trip. Not enough space. We'll throw away the petals. I might have to go back to base just to get rid of. Right, where am I? Let's just have a quick look at the map. I've lost my bearings a little bit. Okay, I know where I am now. I'm going to come back more this way. So you can do in map markers and say, right, I want to go to there. Leave it a default name because I can delete it later. But that now shows me a heading marker on my compass at the top of the screen. Not going to go in a straight line because we're going to still be looking for other stuff. Like this. Right, so I've just spotted it. You can see Mr. Bean there, but there's one of those nodules or whatever the correct phrase for it is. Sulfur. So that's a mineral. Not enough space. Right. What do I get rid of? I can afford to dump some concrete, can't I?
Data shows this as a mix of sulfide and sulfate minerals. It could be an indication of recent volcanic activity. A new research tree exploring volatile self-defense applications can now be accessed in the MAM.
So we've just unlocked sulfur. Bit worried about my pack space for a minute. Yeah, I don't really need those leaves. That gives me one more slot. Not that useful, but I should have... Well, the thing is, you need stuff. Basically, I need bigger packs, right? That's the biggest thing I need. But let's just keep running. So we've unlocked a new mineral. That's one of the 4 that we needed to get to. That looks like iron, so that's nothing. Get a few hogs on the way. And then we're looking for either other minerals that we haven't yet unlocked. So that means specifically quartz and caterium. Couple of hogs over here. Pick them out. Will be taken out if I'm slow. The other one's still alive, isn't there? Yeah.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Now, here there's sulfur.
Comply.
I'm ignoring fake Ada. Then here there's another one that we haven't seen yet, quartz.
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
So fake Ada spoke over real Ada there. How rude. But basically we just unlocked quartz, which is for communication and exploration technology. I am going to try and sort out that spisser. Or he sorts me out. Where's your innards, mate? I want your innards. There they are. And then I can see a slug up on top of this, which I'm going to want to try and get to. Blue slug. See another one over there, but we'll worry about that later. Where am I on the map? Remind myself. So let's just head in the direction of the marker, because I think MAM is... Alright, MAM research is complete. Is this now a safe spot for me for a minute? Nothing's going to try and gank me. Let's build a MAM. And see what we got from our hard drive. And they're randomized, so it's a little bit of a bolted plate. See, bolted plate is brilliant. So I think it's basically a faster version of the same recipe. I'm going to take that one. Iron wire is really good as well, because if you choose to, it can be sometimes convenient if there's no copper nearby to make wire straight out of iron instead of needing copper. But I am going to take the bolted iron plate because I know that's one that I like. We're also, while we're here, we haven't got any spider innards yet, but we have found quartz, so we can start unlocking that tree.
New resource added to the resource scanner.
So now I can scan for quartz. This is really important. These are brilliant. Blade runners just let you run faster. So for what I'm doing now, they would be amazing. But obviously I've got to unlock some stuff to get there, which means finding more quartz basically. And then sulfur is all about explosives. Another hand slot. So I need more sulfur to progress that tree as well. And then we've still got two more things to find. One is the wire that I know about. I can see another slug, so let's grab that. Infinitely useful, these things. And then somewhere around this coast, there is another hard drive. I don't remember exactly where it is. There's another slug though. There's also a hog. So what I can do to get over to there is, from my current location, I can zoop a temporary concrete bridge over, pick up a slug, and then remove my temporary bridge. Job done. So down here, I think that is another mineral, one of the ones that I need to find. So similarly to what we did with the slug, we can just build a little bridge. So yeah, this is Caterium ore. Not enough pack space to pick up Caterium. I really need to do something about my pack space. Get rid of some of those. Iron plates.
New technologies can be developed based on this new, superconductive, gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
So I picked up a small handful of the stuff, and then we'll run around the corner here and build a MAM. So that we can have a look at that. Hey, what I didn't do, and it wasn't deliberate. I've got Caterium. Let's just start this one going. I can now craft Caterium into Caterium ingots and then ingots into wire. I need to unlock these, but that's basically what I can do. But what I want to do is start off that next hard drive that we got. That gets it out of my inventory. And that means I can't use anything else in the MAM for 10 minutes. Delete the MAM again. What I might do, because I think there's a hard drive around here somewhere. Just can't remember exactly where it is. So what I might do is build a workbench. I need an equipment bench. And then put down a couple portable miners. One at a time, because I haven't got the pack space to do it otherwise. And then these will collect up. I'll put this in there for now. Next time I run past, I'll just run down this ramp, grab a couple hundred Caterium, and then that'll do me to go back to base and unlock the other recipes on that tree. Leave that running. But somewhere around here, I'm sure there's a hard drive. Where is it? Maybe it's down here. Oh, don't jump off the edge. Oh, it's there. So I can't see it. What I can see is somehow the render distance is working for wire and screws on the floor. That's got to be it. So I'll jump down and we'll go over and get that. There's got to be some creatures. They're always defended. Three hogs at the same time is not much fun. It's down to 2. Down to 1. And then we'll get all the remains. And then we've now found another. It's got screws. I'm not going to pick up. I suppose I will, because otherwise they just stay on the ground forever. I might pick them up and trash them if they overfill my bag. No space for those screws. What else is there? There can't be just screws, can there? Let's see what this drop pod needs. So I've got way more wire than I need. Let's delete some of that. I've also got way more screws than I need to carry. Gives me a bit of space. This is going to take 5 modular frames, so we'll unlock that. That's our 3rd hard drive of this session. Thank you very much. Not bad going. Sort of slug? No, it's a parrot. Non-harmful. Some spitters down there. And that's another coal node. But there's nothing else useful down there that I care about, so I'm not going to bother with them. Oh. Oh, hang on. That's a big beast. I think that's a like daddy hog. Yeah, that's a different. Oh, I've never encountered one of these. He's stuck in a tree a little bit, so that was a little bit lame. But that was a hog, a new species or a new variant of the hogs that came in update 7 or 6. I haven't seen those before. I'm going to keep moving away from base for now, because I want as many of these hard drives as I can get. I know where there's one, possibly two. So yeah, I wasn't sure. Obviously, thank you very much if you're stuck with this. I wasn't sure if people would be interested in watching this running around scouting stuff, but it's a part of the game and I'd rather give you the choice, and if you don't watch it, then that's fine. Didn't want those leaves. Let's trash those. Now, I want to be up there because I know, and you can see it if I zoom in with my photo mode, there's a crashed pod there. So this waterfall area, I really like this. Basically this is a boundary of another biome. From the grasslands that we started in, that's heading up towards Rocky Desert. And we'll spend a lot of time up there, but for now I'm just going to build a bridge that takes me up there. But to start with, we've just been notified that our MAM is complete, so let's see what recipe we unlocked. Special MAM. Drop that down. So we've got, right, cast screws. This is another important one. Straight from ingots into screws. So this is, whereas the last one was a variant that gave you more per minute, but the same material, this one skips a step because this takes ingots and turns them straight into screws, and that bypasses the need to use a constructor to make rods, which then make screws. So again, that's another really important one. This one I'm not worried about for the minute. It's going to be important, but you need a refinery for it, and I haven't unlocked those yet. And then that's iron wire, which was offered last time. So you can see how it's randomized. So cast screws, that's a really important one to me for early game. And then before putting another one in, so I still haven't found any spiders, have I? That's a bit. I want to look at power slugs because I have got a yellow slug. Got two of them actually. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. I had two yellow slugs. Now that I've done that, I've got one left and given me the ability to do pink slugs, which I haven't found yet. There's nothing else for quartz or sulfur, but so that means we'll stick another hard drive in. And there's one fungus-like vegetation that we haven't found yet. Got to find caves for that. So delete that, and then for the benefit of pack space, with a craft bench, I can now turn my blue slugs into shards. My yellow slug makes 2 shards instead of 1, so blue gives you 1, yellow makes you 2. And these become important for overclocking your miners especially. I'm also going to save a bit of pack space by turning protein into this alien protein. Hang on a minute, what have I got? Spitter, yeah, that's not spiders. I haven't found spiders yet, that makes sense. So that's given me a bit more pack space. I also don't need the flowers and leaves, so I'm trashing those. And it's a bit more comfortable now. Delete that. And carry on with what we were going to do, which is we need to make a bridge up to there. So that means starting off with a 8-meter ramp. I'm not worried about world snap for this. Let's see how high we need to go. And this is obviously a air bridge. Yeah. Would that support itself from ground? I don't know. I don't think so. That's not too far off the right height. So we'll now turn that into a flat foundation. And we just made a little bridge over to this bit. Get rid of that one. Yeah. Just made a little bridge that lets us get up here. Let's sort this thing out. And we've just found another Ethereum ore node. This one doesn't have the rocks on top of it. So although it's quite a long way from my main base, it doesn't actually give you a distance there, which is a shame. But you can see the arch in the far distance. That's basically my base, or the main landmark of the base. So this is quite a long way away to bring power to, but I might end up doing that because Caterium is really good to put into the awesome sink. But that's not what we're here for. I'm letting myself get distracted. This is a big pool of water. You can put lots of water collectors here, and I end up doing fuel generation in this general vicinity. But what we're after is that crashed pod to get another hard drive. What's that? Sorry, a little bit of a squirrel. That's just another bit of quartz, but we might pick that up because it might let us unlock some stuff. Any nasties up here defending? Surprisingly, looks like no. Screws, copper, I'm not going to pick that. I'm only going to pick up anything that's rare or that I can't currently craft. Doesn't look like there is anything. Fine. What does this need? More modular frames. So that's another one that we can just unlock straight away. So our fourth one on this play session. That's quartz there. Up in that direction is oil and all kinds of stuff, and we're not going to do that because it's too advanced for us for a minute. But I just want to see what that one is. That's another. That looks like coal to me. But I did, while I was looking for it, spot there's a blue shard there. So we'll get that blue shard. Oh, hello, hang on. Yeah. Jumped a little bit too gung-ho there. We'll get the blue slug. We'll grab that quartz. And then we'll start heading roughly back to base. I think there might be one more hard drive that's kind of on our way back. Nuts. I can have a bit of a munch. Because my health's a bit lower than I like it to be when I'm in an area that I don't know. Nope. Then we'll have a quick look at the map. If I remember rightly, there's one about here. So let's chuck a map marker down. Something like that. But who knows what we'll encounter on the way to it. Pick up quartz. Leave that land bridge up there because I'll spot that later on and get rid of it, but I'll be up here when I've got more room in my packs to probably pick up the thing that things that were on the floor there. That's just limestone. Don't need to pick that up. That's Caterium. Don't really need to pick that up, but I will. I need to find a cave, because that's the last thing that I haven't unlocked yet. The fungus. Pretty sure the fungus only grows in the caves. I feel like I should be meeting some creatures by now, really. That's more quartz. I want quite a lot of quartz because I want to try and get a spitter. What sort of spitter is that? Orange. I haven't come across an orange one, I don't think. Somewhere around here. I can see a slug, so let's make ourselves a little bridge to get up there. And then this time I'll tidy up after myself. Take the high ground. Right, so there's the other pod that I was looking for. In the meantime, we've got a blue slug to get. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Steady. From here. And then there's a spitter. Won't like it. And then we need a bridge up to there, or a ramp up to there. Anything defending it? Right, so this one's got more circuit boards, same as the one that we got, I think, the first one of the episode. They're worth picking up. I'll leave the wire. Yep. Right, so this one needs quick wire. Ah, now there's interesting. I haven't unlocked the ability to make quick wire yet. And I haven't got enough of it. So luckily, well, not that I can do much about it yet, but my mum is finished, so let's sort out our recipe. Again, don't need pure recipes because I haven't got refineries. Biomass to make bio coal. So basically using biomass, I would never do that because you have to collect biomass by hand, whereas I can get coal automated. Not really a good choice out of these, but you've kind of got to pick them all up at every tier, and it's one of the reasons I didn't want to unlock more recipes. I haven't got enough. See, I need the stuff. Oh, so that's what I need, but I can't make it until I unlock these two things on the mam tree. Oops. I could unlock that. That lets me make silica. And then if I had 50 silica, I could unlock these blade runners. But I've only got 20 quartz. I suppose the recipe's that generous. Let's have a quick look at what the recipe is. So, silica. To make 50 silica, I would need 30 quartz. So not actually that far off, but okay. So I'll have to come back here to this one after I've got some caterium. I suppose I could go... The quickest way to do that would be to go back to the Caterium node at the top of that waterfall. I'm just going to pick up a bunch by hand. Right, I've picked up a bunch. And I think rather than just sitting there for 10 minutes doing nothing, I'll have another wander. And then I can always come back to this one. And that's one of the big hogs again. Bit more of a fair fight for him, given that he's not stuck on a tree. Oh, hello. I don't like... Oh, hello. Yeah, fair fight for him, alright. I'm getting caned. He's he's a lot harder to judge. Okay, I'm nearly dead. I'm running. He's a bit more of a proposition than his little buddies. Yellow. Ooh, blimey. Right. Got him. And a yellow slug as a bonus. That was close. I nearly died there and then he bought it. Oh. Also this one. So I need to find caves. Unfortunately, I also need to try and find spiders, and I don't want to find them, but I especially don't want them to find me. I'm looking in sort of likely areas for where there would be caves. And this area of the map has changed a bit since I last played it. In terms of cave locations and things, I think. Not that I've ever been a bit of a cave diver in this game. Just, frankly, they scare the crap out of me. But I do have a vague memory of finding... Actually, if I remember rightly, it was near sulfur. So now that I can scan for sulfur... Only sulfur in this area. That's quite a way off. I vaguely recall the other one's over near my base. Spitter. Where was that sulfur? There was one here-ish, wasn't there? 240 meters. I just have a memory from my last save, which is nearly a year ago since I played it, but I have a memory of there being a cave near a sulfur node in this general area. I think I've got two on me, so I'm playing it a bit cagey. Yeah, also. Thank you very much. Innards are much appreciated. Oh, where's that? Where's that sulfur gone? Oh, so rudely interrupted. 97 meters. I think it might be up there. spitter. Spitter and a hole. That's not fair. Another spitter. So I think the sulfur is up on top of that. But I just have a memory of there being a cave underneath it. Ooh, there's a thing. Oh, it's in a stinking cloud. I might not be able to get to it. Where would the entrance to the cave be? If it is here? Oh, that's unfair. Put it in a stinking cloud. Get my health up. I don't think that's the actual pod. I think the pod must be further in. Yeah, it is. I'm not going to be able to get that one. That's in a cloud and it's going to kill me if I try. I'll try and do a bit of crafting to make some pack space. I'll do. And my mum is finished as well. Convenient. Cheap silica. Copper rotors. So rotors are currently made of rods plus screws. I can now make them out of copper sheet plus screws. It adds copper into the rotor production line rather than them being purely from iron though. So ultimately you need all of them. It doesn't really make a lot of difference. I don't think any of these are going to be better than others. But that's the only hard drive I've got left. But what I should be able to do now is unlock that. Stick down a craft bench again. That's my mouse wheel doing that. Now I can make up some Caterium ingots. And then use 50 out of the 55 I just made to unlock wire. Then once I've made wire, I'm sure I can hear a spitter somewhere near me. I can then make 25 wire. But I need more Caterium to make more wire. I've now got 25 quick wire. I can't remember if that's enough for that one that we found. Let's just run back and have a look. I'm giving up on trying to find this cave. I'm sure there's a cave here somewhere, but I could look for it for hours. They are quite well hidden unless you know where they are. And I do know where there's a cave near home. I'm going to get up there. How many did it want? It wanted one. That gives me a fifth one. Did I get 5 in this episode? I kind of lost track. Let's stick down a man. Start that research going. And then head back towards base. This exploration stuff is really important. If you don't do it, if you don't get the hard drives, you end up building factories that are frankly a little bit gimped. And then rebuilding them and tearing them apart later. So before building a significant factory, I think it's worth unlocking all of the alternate recipes that you can for your tier. And in a way, that's why I've resisted. Wrong thing. Don't care about leaves. That's why I've resisted doing unlocking steel, because I want the recipes for iron done first. Just spotted a slug. Hello, I'm having you, beautiful. What I don't want to do though is forget the Caterium that I left over here. What's that on top of that? That's Caterium on there. Yeah. I'm not going to make an effort to jump up there, but I did put down a couple of manual miners, didn't I? I'm having you as well, sunshine. So I'm going to go and get my 2 manual miners that I picked up, and then we'll head back to base. Invalid placement. You what, mate? What would be invalid about it? Right, I'm just going to pick these up. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave them so that I've got the option to run back here. At some future time and pick up more. Partly because I couldn't fit them in my bag anyway. I'm looking for a specific bit of terrain. Oh God, spiders. My heartbeat's jumping. Somewhere in here. Raise your innards, mate. Heal myself up. I shouldn't really do this. I'm going to try it like that. I'm going to keep some in reserve. So I think I'm heading to a cave. In here is a fairly big cave entrance. Right, okay. Yep, spiders. Oh no, I hate them. I hate them. I don't like them. Look how fast they are. Evil depths. I can hear more of them as well. They skitter around like real spiders. Horrible, dreadful things. Oh. Honestly. I'm having a moment. I don't like it. Unauthorized hostility. Damn right it's unauthorized. I don't authorize it. Here he is. There's another one. But there should be a load of them in here. And I'm doing it deliberately. Oh, God. Seriously. Seriously. I don't like it. There is an option to turn off hostiles now. But where's the fun in that? This is the fungus that we're after for the final thing to unlock. Leave me alone. Alright, I'll come in peace. I need to make some pack space. I got a craft. I don't like doing it here. Crafting for a bench. 3 to make 1, so that would reduce my pack space. Let's just do the obvious stuff for a start with. I can hear a spitter. Right, be right back once I've done some more Caterium, because it's a more dense pack item in terms of slots. Right, so I've just crafted everything up that I can to condense my packs. While I was doing that, it also completed that hard disk research. So, fine concrete. Alternate bolted frame. So what's the standard recipe for a frame? I can't. Is it rods and? I'm not sure, but anyway, that's the one I'm going to take. Bolted frames. And I haven't got another hard drive to unlock just yet, but what I have got is, for the first time, spider remains. Oh, I hate them. My skin's crawling sat in this cave. I think that then lets me do this, which from the DNA lets me then craft these capsules. What would that give me? Oh, if I have more cable on me, I can get more inventory slots. So the hand slot needs steel beams, which we haven't got yet. These are really handy. These are basically 100% heal, or they used to be, but they've changed the recipe quite a bit. So I don't know how useful they are now, but I used to carry these as a one-off heal from zero, well, from almost dead to full in one chuff of one of these inhalers. So that's going to be useful. I think that's the one I want the most. I just need to get some cable from base. And then the other thing, I won't delete it, is if I use my chainsaw, I can pick up loads of this.
The mycelia within this fungus suggests strong molecular bonding features frequently observed in adhesives and medicine, both beneficial for field research. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Right, so that new research tree is the final one, mycelia, the fungus. And I've got 152 of it because we just chopped. Now, it's a material that you can't infinitely farm. You have to go out and chop it down the same as trees. I need some biofuel for that, biomass for that. Yeah, so I can't unlock any more of it, but at least I've got access to all of the trees now. And there is more mycelia, lots of it, in this cave. I can't remember if it grows back, but there's going to be more spiders if I keep going in. I don't like it. I'm such a coward with these spiders, honestly. Same as real spiders, it's because they're so damn fast. I've played lots of games that have spiders. Lots of games. And I never have a bad reaction to them. Except for this game. And it's basically props to the devs. Because whoever did the spiders for this game, in my opinion, captures the essence of what's scary about real spiders. Their speed, they're just skittery. Ugh. I'm going on a bit, aren't I? Right, let's get out. Go, go, go. We've unlocked enough. We're going to go back to base. And just the fact that, as you can see, once I grab some cable from base, we will be able to unlock another 6 inventory slots. So unlocking all of this stuff is really worth it. Honestly. I hope that's self-evident by now, but it is really worth it. I can feel my voice going, so apologies for that. I'm going to have to stop the episode anyway. But I'm recovering from flu. And my voice is getting better. But I can feel it deteriorating on the duration of this episode. So apologies for that. I'll be wrapping up very, very soon. And I think we've done enough with the alternate recipes to build the iron factory the way that I want to. If not, I'll have to go out and get more. Opinion, please. Anybody who wants to venture in comments? Should I always include every piece of exploration in the series? Or would you be okay with me just going off and finding some stuff? It's kind of a good thing to do if I started streaming this game really though, isn't it? Right, so cable is over here. Grab all that I can for a minute. I've lost it again now. 1,000 cable. Six more pack slots. Really useful.
Pocket dimension has been inflated.
And then the high priority for me is to get this. So silica. How much silica can I make? Enough, I think. That's exciting. Oh, I probably need more to craft them. Quartz. Unlock the recipe.
New equipment unlocked.
And that then means that in here I have the ability to make these. Need more quartz. So I need to find some more quartz to make some more silica, basically. But they're going to be a priority for the next episode. But I think I'm going to leave that there. So we've unlocked a lot of stuff today. All of the RAM trees are now open. We've done, I think, 5 hard drives, so we got some good alternate recipes. And look at recipes now in the encyclopedia. Reinforced iron plate, for example. I've now got 2 versions. They have the same input. The one I'm currently using does 5 per minute. The one I'm doing does 15 per minute from a single assembler. So 3 times more without overclocking. Obviously it requires more inputs to do that, but it's still really, really useful. One of the most important ones for me is probably cutting out a step and making screws directly from ingots. Really useful as well. Definitely use that in the next episode. And yeah, hopefully you can see why it was worth unlocking these hard drives. But I am going to leave this episode here. Next episode will be starting at least to build an iron factory off of these 2 nodes. Heading out in that direction. Big raised platform. By the time we finish the next episode, the view from here will look quite different. So although it was a bit different in terms of no building of factories, etc., hopefully you enjoyed seeing a bit of exploration. It shows the other side of this game. It is mostly a building game, but it's also quite an important step that you do the exploration. It is an exploration game as well. I enjoy it. I enjoy running around and opening up the map. It's just good, fun stuff to do. My heart's just about calmed down from the spider terror, and we've set ourselves up, hopefully, to do well in the next episode. So I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope to see you in the next one. But in the meantime, thanks and goodbye.